No, I've got to figure out where these guys are. Gosh, buddy. Fine, you. Good luck.
Where you going? What? What are you doing? You smelling me? Are you guys jerks? I bet you jerks.
I need my dog. My dog.
What's it doing?
Dude, it likes it. Were you ticklish? Were you ticklish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were behind me. How was I supposed to know?
What are you doing, stupid?
Huh?
All right, so it's a little after 4 now. We made it down to the pilot. It's actually after 4 that you get your spot. I noticed that shortly after talking to you guys last time. And we got a spot over here. I helped another trucker back in, so he helped me back in. It'd have been a little tough, honestly, without any help. I could have had Lee to help, but he was willing to help since I helped back him in. So that was nice of them. But they're pretty packed. There's still trucks out there on the road. There are a few spots that seem to have opened up over here to my left. But as you can see, there's a lot of people pulled in down there. But we're just gonna grab our, go ahead and grab a shower. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. This is the kind of trailer I told Lita we need to get. Is an aluminum step deck like this right here. Of course, he doesn't have a load on here. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. I've seen a lot of flat decks, or flatbed step decks empty. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. So, yeah, so we're gonna grab our shower now. I've got to grab some gas for the generator again. And then, oh no, we'll find out what we can get into. Had I known there was room to park on the street out there like that, I would have probably not bought a reserve spot. But my luck, they would end up towing everybody, and I would be one of them. And what's weird is there's a police station like half a mile down the road there. So I guess they just let them. I guess they just let them stay there, and it's not an issue. So, because that's probably closer to the pilot here than that. I got my boy calling. I need my my stabilizer thing again.
Why?
Because I can't run my stabilizer built into the phone because I have something in my camera. Where are we going?
We're gonna go meet our pasta bread rolls.
So we checked Uber Eats. There's nothing that'll deliver out here. I guess because it's Memorial Day, everything's closed. So I checked to see where the closest Domino's was. And there's one 4 miles from here, and there's one 6 miles from here. So I was like, Lita, see if we can get a pizza delivered. So she jumped on the app, and the app said that they wouldn't deliver to us. I was like, shit, just call them up. Called them up. Yeah, they're gonna deliver to us. She's like, do we have to get pizza? I was like, what do you want? She's like, I want the pasta bread bowls. So if you guys have never had them, what do we get? What are they called?
We get the chicken carbonara.
Chicken carbonara pasta bread bowl. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so fattening though, but I don't care. Right? We haven't taken our shower yet either because we had to wait on the pizza guy to get here.
I mean,
We can sit in the shade right here.
you don't have to eat the whole bread.
Oh, I have to eat the whole bread bowl or else it'll go bad, right? Let me show you guys the street. Look at them all lined up along the street here. They go all the way down that way, and they're all the way down that way, and you got a bunch of people lined up along the edges there. I'm so glad we reserved a spot.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna wait on our pizza guy. Oh shit! What is it, Lita? Woo! I'll show you when we get to the truck. No, she shut the door. Ah, you can still see it. Look at that. Woo! It's only probably 13,000 calories. So it's pretty healthy because it's got some mushrooms, and she shut the door again. I'm gonna smack her. It's got some mushrooms and some black olives, so it's not all bad.
And obviously no one got word to you guys, so I apologize.
Okay.
When is the Glenville one getting delivered?
They were supposed to be delivered, both of them today, so.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you could just give somebody a call and then call me back, or have somebody call me, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
So that's those concrete pads we're carrying. The whole reason we sat over Memorial Day weekend. They don't even have the equipment here to unload it, or the whole project's been pushed back. So he's refusing shipment. All right, so they gave us the number to another place that I guess does the same thing, but he says his thing isn't in New York, his is in Georgia. So the guy had no idea, so I just called the broker back. Broker's gonna check. So basically what's gonna have to happen if they want this stuff back is they're gonna have to pay me to drive it here, and then they're gonna have to pay me the same thing to drive it back. And then when the project is open back up, I don't know if it's closed because of the virus or what. I have no idea. Anyways, they're gonna have to pay me to ship this right back to where we picked it up at, which is a good thing because it gets us back out of New York again. And there's another partial that's picking up 50 miles down the road that's going to Ohio, and this stuff is gonna go to Ohio. So as soon as he says, yep, here's the new rate con, take it back, I'm gonna call this other Ohio load, we're gonna load that shit up, and we're gonna leave.
Hopefully.
I don't know. I'll let you guys know. All right, so the brokers agreed to pay us the same rate that we had bringing it over here. So I'm gonna try to call on this. There's a little tractor. It's supposed to be 3,500 pounds, 10 feet. Needs a winch. They have it for 600 for 750 miles. Tried to talk him up. He said he's gonna call him and see if they could do anything on it and call me back, and then I don't know what to do. I mean, I hate to take anything less than $1 a mile, but it's right there. So I don't know, we'll see. So it's now 12 o'clock. We sat around waiting on this asshole of a fucking broker to call us back. every time we'd call him, he'd be like, give me 15 more minutes. Let me see. Give me 15 more minutes. Well, now we're working on what? Probably, it was 8:30, right?
I don't remember what.
When we was over at that other place. Yeah, about 8:30, and now it's 12. We ran down the road to Dunkin' Donuts and got some iced coffee. But, you know, this asshole's like, oh, yeah, give me 15 more minutes. Give me 15 more minutes. And now he doesn't even answer his phone. So, screw it. We're not going to take the tractor, I guess. So, we're just going to head on to Ohio at $2.50 a mile. And, just look along the way, I guess. So we are somewhere on the turnpike, I-90, going through New York. Closest truck stop I could find is the one that we met Toe Picklet at. It's going to take us about 30 minutes from this drop to drop. We're not technically dropping these back off where we picked them up. It's actually even shorter than that. It's like 60 miles shorter than what we picked up. So it'll actually be a little more than $2.50 a mile if you want to get technical with it. And then Lita's filling out a rate or a carrier packet for a load going to Kansas. So what we were going to do was have a job interview anytime I could get out to Utah, but my son's graduation is June 13th, which would only give us 13 days to get out to Utah and then to be able to get back home in order for his graduation. I considered flying out. I considered trying to find something in Utah, and if we couldn't find anything back, flying home. But we have nobody to pick us up from the airport. So that would be an issue there, and then we'd have to have somebody find us to get us a ride back to the airport. So I don't know if I'm going to regret taking this Kansas load. It's 20 feet to 2,000 pounds, and it needs to be tarped. It says it needs 6-foot tarps, but he said it's a steel beam, so I don't know what that means. It says it needs 6-foot tarps. If I turn my tarp sideways, I can easily get 6 feet out of it. And it pays like $1.60 a mile, which isn't great, but you have to understand the boards. The boards are terrible. So technically they're running this as a trailer load, which is why it's paying so good. But I mean, if I can find something to throw on there and take off again without pissing anybody off, then that'll be the plan. Because like I called, so we've been running Dispatch Robot. If it would actually work the way it's supposed to work, it would be amazing. But it'll just randomly throw up shit. Sometimes it doesn't even show you the mile or the price. Anyways, what it does is it goes through there and it's like it clicks on everything. So you got brokers calling you all the time being like, oh yeah, we see you clicked on our load. I'm like, I didn't click on your load. And then it'll hit me, Dispatch Robot clicked on it. So that's a downside to that as well. I don't like that Truck Stop allows brokers to see that you clicked on their load, because that gives them more power than the carrier. You know, because now they can see, oh, well, I've got 60 people clicking on this load, so it must be a hot load. Now I don't have to offer as much because I got more interest in it, you know, which is great for them. Hey, yeah, but what about the driver? You have more drivers signed up for your load board than you do brokers, yet you're going to screw the drivers. Good job, Truck Stop. So, anyways, we've stopped here. I'm going to grab something to eat because the truck stop that we're going to only has McDonald's, and I'm tired of McDonald's. So they have a Checkers in here. I haven't ate Checkers in years. It's usually pretty terrible, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? Sometimes you just have to fill the hole and make a turd, right? So let me run in here, grab something. Like I said, we're going to Kansas, so I don't know how bad Kansas is. This would be nice if you know, maybe I'll still do the whole thing. If we can get out to Kansas and I can get a load from Kansas to Utah, maybe I will just fly home. I mean, I still have that money that I have to use from that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let me run in here. This place might not even be open. I might have stopped here for absolutely nothing, and I'll be eating whatever we have in the truck. So, who called it? They are closed. Good job, checkers.
In 1/4 mile, turn right.
Hope this
on
mic
Council
works
Avenue.
with it plugged into the truck like this.
I thought it didn't.
All right, we just got unloaded. Now we got to shoot down the road. Looks like 10 minutes to a town called Middlesex, Pennsylvania. And then that load is the load that will take us to Kansas. Somewhere in Kansas. I don't remember where in Kansas. And then as soon as they get us loaded, we'll measure it up, see what we got left. See if we can find something else to throw on there and hit the road.
Are we gonna be able to make this fucking pickup now?
Yeah, we can pick up till 2. Just got pulled in for an inspection in Pennsylvania. I'll let you guys know how this goes. So I asked him why he pulled us over. I said, because I said, I see you pulled the old lean hotshot over. He said, no, I pull every 10th truck over. I was like, oh, and we happen to be the 10th. And he's like, I inspect you guys all the time. I'm like, we know. Well, he just got done doing the inspection. I don't know if he found anything. He looked at one of my trailer tires and started writing something down. Now, we did have to stick a tire on that wasn't the greatest because we busted that rim. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to hit us for that tire or not. But, see. All right, so the tire and rim that we swapped out for the rim that was busted wasn't 2:30 seconds. So he gave us a violation for our tire not being 2:30 seconds. And I took him back there and showed him. I'm like, look, this rim busted. You can see that it's a good tire. The rim just has a crack in it, so it's leaking air. I mean, he seemed like he was an all right guy, but that's kind of definitely reaching for a ticket. Wouldn't you think?
Nobody else is getting fucking stopped.
Dude, there's people driving by. Their chains are like flopping around, not even tight. It's
just us.
It's because we're a hot shot, and
just us, and
it's easier for them to do a
fuck our
inspection
number
on
up.
us. So
that's great.
No, it's not gonna mess our number up.
It's a violation on our number. Yeah, so it's gonna fuck our number up.
I guess.
Fucking
What can you do?
hate it.
What can you do? It is what it is. We gotta go pick this dumpster up now. Alright, so this is the tire in question. You can see it's kind of worn on the inside. Right here. I mean, it is what it is. He mentioned a couple of flat spots. I just hate, I explained to him, I'm like, look, man, we got a brand new tire on this rim right here that we just pulled off of here that you can see is perfectly good, but the rim is leaking. We just haven't had time to swap it over. So what we should probably do is this tire isn't on a rim. I'll probably just take that one and put it on a rim. Throw that tire away. And then when we get our new rims, I'll just throw this tire on those new rims. And that would be much better. Have to swap over for us.
Bullshit.
It's not happening. I mean, there was a big semi truck that pulled up. I don't know, was it a tank? It wasn't a tank, it was a big military something.
Some military one.
Man, and them chains were not tight at all. Tight at all. So.
I mean, he drove by with some rattles, but the problem is that he had already had up.
So yeah, well the problem is, so when we pulled up, he actually stopped the semi truck in front of us. But it looked like he knew the guy because they started goofing off and pointing at each other, and he waved that guy on, and then he told us. And then when I asked him, he's like, "Oh, I stop every 10th truck." It's like, yeah, but you stopped the semi in front of us. I didn't say that to him. I didn't want to get like, whatever. I don't know what type of how this is going to affect us as far as the violations, but I don't know. What can you do, right?
Get the fuck out of this industry.
Get out of the industry. What are we going to get into?
I don't fucking know.
I'm not that upset. I'm usually the one that gets upset. She's upset. It's hard, guys. It's like there's so much stuff you have to keep up with your taxes and your paperwork and like all the DOT stuff. It's like who in their right mind will ever get it? The way that the government runs everything right now. I should stop this camera until we get it started. That dude's got a headlight out. Man, we haven't We haven't been to a TA in a long time. I don't even know if we're walking the right way. Yeah, right here.
I gotta figure this shit out.
That's right.
We don't like to come to TAs or Petras because they're usually the dirtiest truck stops on the road. And if it's dirty, I'll show you guys how bad it really is in here for our shower, because we got to buy a shower. I'm just too disgusting. Huh? Ain't that right?
What?
We don't like to shower here.
Usually they're nasty.
Yeah, they're usually the worst. Alright, let me get in here and get a shower. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? It's pretty clean in there. Water pressure sucked, but it was clean. The towels smelled like
It smelled like
burnt hair.
yeah.
I still don't even know if that's what my towel smelled like. I can't put my finger on it, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to bed.
Oh my god, my hair's so fluffy. So I don't wash it.
This is going on YouTube.
I don't care, but like, it's just okay.
We're sitting down to eat breakfast and tea. Are we at TA?
Yeah, we're at a TA.
Yeah, we're at the TA.
Country Pride.
Country Pride. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. What's funny is I was just sitting here and I look out this door and we can see the Ford sitting here. There we are. So we know if that Swift driver hits us.
I'm a fraud, 'cause I'm a true psychopath. When you're lost, take your trust. That's me. That's so sick. I'm a fraud, call me a liar. A true psycho. Woo. I'm a fraud, call me a liar. A true psychopath, don't love me.